What's going on, everybody? This is Deshaun Raw, host of the Built to the Books YouTube channel, and today we're going to be going on my NBA picks and predictions for tonight's slate of NBA. Last night I went a whopping 2-3. Only had two NBA bets. My two bets were the Utah Jazz money line. They couldn't contain it in the fourth quarter, and ended up losing to the Atlanta Hawks outright. And we were on Toronto plus the 7.5 points in Cleveland. They ended up winning the game outright. So, without further ado, let's get into tonight's NBA action. First game up, we get the Miami Heat at the New York Knicks, 7 o'clock p.m. EST. Knicks are currently favored by 5.5, over under 235.5. Excuse me, Bam Adebayo is still out. Jalen Brunson is also out for this game. That is huge for this Knicks team. Do we trust laying 5.5 points with them at home against a Miami Heat team that is on fire right now? Miami Heat is on fire. And I'm going to have to lean Miami. I mean, no Jalen Brunson for the Knicks. They're going to have to find other scores. Miami Heat, I mean, shoot, they were out Bam Adebayo that last, 2 games? I just think that the Heat are just on another level right now. So I would have to lean Miami, especially getting 5.5 points. I just think that's too many points for them. And like I said, Miami's been on a tear. So Miami plus the 5.5. Not too in love with the injury report, but I think Miami Heat can cover here. And also sprinkle a little bit on Miami money line to get the outright win. In this one, next game up, we got the Brooklyn Nets at the Orlando Magic, 7 o'clock p.m. EST. Magic currently favored about 14.5, over under 225.5. In this one, let me check the injury report real fast. Same thing, Paulo's out, Mo Wagner's still out, Cam Thomas out. Doesn't matter. I'll take the Magic in the 14.5 at home. Excuse me. I'm not going to sit right here and lay points with Brooklyn. I'm just not going to do it. Also, I really don't want to lay 14.5 with the Magic either. The Magic have been so up and down, and the Magic just aren't to be trusted, honestly. They really aren't. So I'm really not too in love with this game, but, forced to pick one. I just take the Magic. They're the better team, and they're at home where we love to bet Orlando. But like I said, Orlando's just been so up and down this season, and then Brooklyn's terrible. I wouldn't be surprised if Brooklyn covered this number, but like I said, not too in love with it, but I would lean Magic minus 14.5 in this one. Next game up, we got the Philadelphia 76ers at the Detroit Pistons, 7:30 p.m. EST. Pistons currently favored by 5.5, over under 232.5. Quick injury news. Joel Embiid is out. Paul George is still out. VJ Edgecombe is a game time decision. In this one for the Pistons, Isaiah Stewart, game time decision. Oscar Thompson is out. Jalen Duren, game time decision. Cade Cunningham, game time decision. So just look out for the injury report in this one. I would really love for VJ Edgecombe to play in this game if the Sixers want to have a chance. But like I said, there's just too much going on the injury side of things right now. And it's pretty much, what team do you trust? Because, Cade Cunningham can easily be ruled into this game, Edgecombe out, and then this number balloons. Pistons have been playing so good right now. They're playing really, really well. Do we trust Philadelphia to go on the road in Detroit? They still have Ty Max. Man, like I said, there's just so much injury news in this game right here to where I'm just not interested. But if I had to pick a side, man, this is tough. I'll just have to go back to the Pistons minus the 5.5. They've been on a tear right now, and they're at home. Just hoping and praying that Duran and Cunningham playing this game, I think they can easily cover that number. Philly's good at home. They're not good on the road. Simple as that. So, yeah, Pistons minus 5.5. Not in love with this just off of the injury report itself. Next game up, we have the Portland Trailblazers at the Houston Rockets. 8 o'clock p.m. EST. Rockets currently favored by 8.5. Over under 235.5. Checking the injury report. Scoot Henderson still out. No Matisse Thybulle, no Blake Wesley. Dorian Finney-Smith and Fred VanVleet are still out for the Rockets. So, same teams coming into this game that's been all season. Both teams off rest, pulling on the road in Houston. I'm going to take Houston here, minus 8.5. I think they cover this number. Houston's a different animal at the crib. Very, very good defensively under Ime Udoka. I just think that this is just one of those spots where Houston, they just blew out. I don't remember who they played, but they just blew. No, they played the Wizards at home and they blew them out. They were favored by 16.5. Yeah, that might seem like a lot of points, but I think the Rockets are just a better team here. I mean, usually when we bet, Portland on this channel was teams coming off of back-to-backs and having to travel to Portland. I know there was only one time where Portland was on the road facing a team off of back-to-back with travel. So, two teams fresh. Both teams, I think, play, Friday? I think both teams played on Wednesday. This is a NBA Cup game. So, excuse me. I think Houston's going to want to put their best foot forward here. And I think the Rockets cover that number because, for these NBA Cup games, they do take point differential in as a factor. So, whether 6 points left and the Rockets have the ball, they're going to fire a three. Simple as that. So that's one thing that you got to remember. These are NBA Cup games, and they're going to try to win by the biggest margin as possible. These are not regular games. They want to score and blow out their opponents to oblivion. So I know last NBA Cup, I know the Dogs were like amazing in the first round of NBA Cup games, but I think here Houston gets them right here. So give me the Rockets minus 8.5 in this one. Next game up, we got the Charlotte Hornets at the Milwaukee Bucks. 8 o'clock p.m. EST. Bucks currently fair about 10.5, over under 240.5. Yeah, simple as that. I'm on the Bucks minus 10.5. This is also a quick revenge spot. The Bucks lost in Charlotte, I think by like 11, by like double digits. So, granted, Giannis did not play in that game. I was actually on the Bucks minus 2.5. Like I said, I should have checked the injury report. I would have never had bet the Bucks. I would have bet Charlotte. But yeah, turns out Giannis ended up being ruled out after he was probable. And I was just like, what the hell? So, and he ended up losing that game. I don't think they lose tonight. I think they blow the doors off the Hornets tonight. I think 10.5 is too small, honestly. So, yeah, give me the Bucks minus the 10.5. Like I said, NBA Cup game, going to want to try and win by the biggest margin as possible. Looking at this injury update, though, Giannis ruled as probable. Take that with a grain of salt. Wait. Because next thing you know, you're watching this game and you see Giannis' ass on the bench. Just wait. He is ruled probable, so he is most likely to play. But make sure his ass is in that jersey and on the court. And I think they will easily cover this spread. LaMelo Ball is also a game-time decision for this game, and he is actually listed as probable. So he is most likely to play in this game. Excuse me. But like I said, that just doesn't matter to me, though. It really doesn't. It really doesn't matter to me. I still think the Bucks are head over heels a better team. KJ Simmons is also probable. Like I said, revenge spot for the Bucks. They're at the crib. I think they're gonna take the Hornets behind the woodshed, even with LaMelo Ball in. So give me the Bucks minus the 10.5 in this one. Next game up, we got the Los Angeles Lakers at the New Orleans Pelicans. 8 o'clock p.m. EST. Lakers are currently favored by 10.5, over under 228.5. If you're looking at the injury report, same old. So that means that we're going to go to the Lakers right here, minus 10.5. The Pelicans suck. Simple as that. The Pelicans stink. I don't care if they're at home. They're just not a good basketball team. It's just a lot going on in New Orleans right now. So looking to fade them as much as possible. And in terms of the Lakers, I think the Lakers are going to be fired up for this game. Honestly, I really do think the Lakers are going to be fired up for this game because they just got their doors blown off by the Oklahoma City Thunder on Wednesday in OKC. So I think playing the lowly Pelicans right here, I think they're going to take it to them. I really do. I think they're going to take the Pelicans behind the woodshed, especially, like I said, this NBA Cup game. So they're going to want to blow them out. So, yeah, I think the Lakers can win this game by 20 plus. So, yeah, give me the Lakers minus 10.5. I don't think the Pelicans stand a chance in this game. Next game up, we got the Sacramento Kings at the Minnesota Timberwolves, 8 o'clock p.m. EST. Timberwolves going to feel about 12.5, over under 240.5. Let's check that injury report. Sabonis game time decision and Malik Monk also a game time decision. Now, 12.5 points at the crib for Minnesota is a lot. They're called the House of Disappointment for no reason. They are called the House of Disappointment for a reason. Excuse me. That might be a lot of points, especially because Sabonis is a game time decision and Malik Monk is a game time decision, but Sabonis participated in Friday morning shooting around. Excuse me. So he should be okay to go. I think he will give it a go. Malik Monk, maybe not. He may not play until their next home game. So that's just a lot of points, man. And can you trust the Minnesota Timberwolves at home? The last time we seen them in an NBA Cup game was against the Utah Jazz, and they blew their doors off. Just blew them out. Terrible. Just blew them out. Man. See, I want to go Sacramento here, plus the 12.5, especially if Sabonis plays, because, like I said, I just feel like that Minnesota is just going to sell in this spot. I just feel like they are. But I'm not going to because the Kings, I just can't predict them. I just can't. So give me the Timberwolves minus 12.5 at home. I think they're going to take the Kings behind the woodshed in this one too. I think the Timberwolves are going to want to play their hearts out this game. I think they're not going to want to waste no time with the Kings. They're not going to waste no time. They want to get this game over with. They're going to start blowing them out. I'd be surprised if this game isn't a 20-point lead for the Timberwolves going to the fourth quarter. I mean, I just think that the Timberwolves are head and shoulders the better basketball team. The Kings are looking to get rid of DeRozan, Sabonis, and Levine by trade deadline. So, yeah, give me the Timberwolves minus 12.5. Not really too in love with that because, like I said, it's called the House of Disappointment for a reason. And Minnesota in these spots tend to underperform. So, like I said, take this with a grain of salt. Like I said, I'm not in love with this game, but if I had to pick, give me the Timberwolves minus 12.5 just off of them being a better team. And it's a home game for them. And the Kings are reeling right now. So, yeah, give me the Timberwolves in that one. Next game up, we got the Los Angeles Clippers at the Dallas Mavericks. 8:30 p.m. EST. Clippers are currently favored by 3.5 over under 219.5. Now, if you've been watching my channel, everybody knows how I feel about the Clippers. Everybody knows how I feel about the Clippers. They're not good. No Kawhi Leonard. Bradley Beal's out for the season, having surgery. Excuse me. And for the Dallas Mavericks, Derek Lively, he will return this game. Daniel Gafford is back. Anthony Davis and PJ Washington are both game time decisions as of right now. So if both of those guys can give it a go, I think the Mavericks win this game outright, honestly. So I'm going to go back to the well. I'm not satisfied with LA. I'm not. Last time the Clippers were out, oh man, who were they playing? They were playing the Atlanta Hawks at home. The Clippers were at home playing the Hawks. Didn't care. And I think the Hawks won a back-to-back. I didn't care. Give me the Hawks. Hawks are going to win that game outright. So as simple as that. We're going to keep on fading the Clippers until they show me that they are back in proper form. I'm going to keep on fading the Clippers. It's just as simple as that. They're not a good basketball team. Granted, Dallas is not a good basketball team. They are terrible, just awful. And they should be on the do not bet list as well. But Clippers are number one for me. So what does that mean? Give me the Mavericks plus a 3.5. Give me the Mavericks outright money line. This is probably something that I will bet. Make sure you tune into the Discord for those picks. Yeah, like I said, it's just a complete fade of the Clippers right now. Clippers are not playing good basketball. They have a good roster, but they're playing terrible. Simple as that. Clippers are not good. They can't cover spreads, and they're losing games outright, even at the crib. Don't matter. So, yeah, give me the Mavericks plus a 3.5. And the outright money line, especially if Anthony Davis and PJ Washington get ruled in, I would not be surprised if this is a pick 'em. So, yeah, give me the Mavericks outright money line in this one. And for the last game of the day, we got the San Antonio Spurs we got the Golden State Warriors at the San Antonio Spurs, at 9:30 p.m. EST. Spurs can fade about 2.5 over on the 234.5. That's my favorite team, the San Antonio Spurs. We just saw this game on Wednesday. Golden State visited San Antonio, and Golden State did not look good to start out the game. They really didn't. They were shooting terribly. They were coming off a back-to-back with travel as well. But one thing about the Spurs is if you are a good three-point shooting team, you will more than likely beat the Spurs because we give up a lot of three-point shots. We give up so many. We give up open looks from three. It's pretty much like, listen, if you're not hitting your three-point shots, you're not going to beat us. It's just as simple as that. And like I said, we took a decent lead into the half, but then quickly lost it because, Golden State shot 30 free throws. We only shot 12. They made 21 threes. We made 14. So that's 18 more free throws than us, and they made 7 more threes than us. If you just look at the team stats, you would think, okay, yeah, Spurs won this game. No. We lost this game on multiple possessions because, like I said, they made 7 more threes than us and got 18 more shots from the charity stripe. That just cannot happen. And I think for this game, quick revenge spot as well for us in an NBA Cup game. I think we're going to take it to the Warriors here. Give me the Spurs minus the 2.5. And I also lean the over because, like I said, there are going to be 3-point shots in this game. So this game is going to be very high scoring. There's going to be a lot of open looks. Like I said, we did not play well. We played well in the first half, but the second half, we imploded badly. And one thing we really have to work on is the turnovers. Turnovers are a really, really big thing for us because, like I said, we may do better on the team stats, but one thing that's always for certain, we will not win the turnover battle. We will not. It just seems as if we're always losing. Even though we are, 8-3? We're just losing the turnover battles, and that's just not good basketball. So if we want to win this game, we got to limit their three-point percentage. We got to limit that. We got to limit their three-point shots. We got to limit it. It's just as simple as that. And Curry went for 44. So, and then we out here, watching the game, Moses Moody started the game off 4 for 6 from 3. Come on, 4 for 6. Yikes. I just knew we was in trouble. But in this game right here, I think we're going to learn from that game. We're going to watch a lot of film, and we're going to run them off the three-point line. We're going to run them off the three-point line because, like I said, Golden State wants to shoot threes. And that was the first game where Steve Kerr benched Jonathan Kuminga and started who he started? Will Riker. Will Riker, whatever his name is. So, yeah, give me the Spurs minus 2.5. Like I said, quick revenge spot. I think we're going to be even more prepared in this one. And that's going to wrap it up for my NBA picks and predictions for this NBA Cup slate today. Please like, subscribe, and share these videos. It really helps out with the algorithm to get this to more people like you looking for free picks and or just my opinion on the game that may help you make a decision. Also, make sure you go check out my boy at Marky Picks. He does player props, and he's very good at it. He does player props for NBA, college football, whatever you need. Check out his channel. He's doing really good things over there. Also, make sure you check out the Discord. I will link it in the description. That also features at Marky Picks. He's in there. Come join us. That's where we put all of our actual bets in that we're placing, also completely free. So come over there, join us, have a good time, come sweat these games with us. But without further ado, this is Deshaun Raw, host of the Belt of the Books YouTube channel, and I am out of here.